I'm hanging in there right now. We're thankful we're safe and have food and water for the time being. Obviously, things happened really fast over here Sunday night. After we got the news from the Peruvian president, he made an announcement around 8 o'clock that as of Monday, the 16th, all borders and travel are being shut down at midnight. So we were all in Cusco, staying above the medical clinic we were working at. And at that point, we kind of were all in panic, figuring out if there was any possible way to get out of here with such short notice and so many Americans in Peru. Flights to the U.S. were really limited. My family was pretty adamant that I'd get to Lima. I had a flight lined up to fly from Lima to Bogota and Bogota to Atlanta that night and Tuesday morning. But when I got to the airport to check into my flight to go from Lima to Bogota, they told me basically no more outside citizens were being let in. So I did everything I could to get on other flights that night, but I ended up stuck in Lima. My classmates are still stuck in Cusco right now. So we're just kind of riding it out, working hard to bring awareness and work with our local congressmen and representatives in Georgia and our universities as well, trying to bring awareness to our situation. And we just want to get home.
So are you by yourself?
I am right now, yeah. So, I knew there was a risk I was taking on Monday that I could potentially not get out, but my family was adamant that, if I had any chance of getting out, I needed to be in Lima because you can't fly internationally to the States from Cusco. So I'm safe. I'm at a hotel that's got food and water. There's a lot of other American citizens as well as people from England and Australia, New Zealand here as well. Everyone's been really amazing, sticking together, trying to help each other out with any news we get, looking out for each other. Feel safe right now. In Cusco, I know they've got water and resources for the time being. They're starting to run low on the local currency. Some of the grocery stores there seem to be running out of fresh produce. So obviously they're a lot more isolated. And we just don't know exactly how long this is going to take.
Okay, so how many of y'all total are there from your team?
Right. So I'm with 6 other students. So 7 of us PA students from Augusta University. We came down on March 1st to do our women's health rotation in Cusco, since they have some of the highest cervical cancer rates in the world. And, we've been sending students here for years. It's been a great experience. So 7 of us from Augusta University, 2 PA students from South Alabama, 2 PA students from Little Orion University, and then we've got, let's see how many the rest are paramedic students, along with 1 faculty member from South Alabama who were also here doing their women's health rotation.
Okay, so was anyone able to get out?
I believe 2 of the paramedic students did get out on Monday night. They had already arranged flights as of Friday. They were sensing the panic from the coronavirus, and they were just supposed to be here for 2 weeks. So some of them, 2 of them got out. Others had flights after midnight, and those flights were all canceled. So it was a very strict shutdown at the airport, a lot of chaos. Flights are getting canceled left and right rather than flights getting added to get U.S. citizens home. So it was pretty difficult, if not impossible, to get a flight out to the U.S.
Okay, so what steps have y'all taken or tried, and what can be done right now? Like, what can we help you do?
Right. So
you
right
seem
now,
very together. You seem way more together than I would be right now. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I've just been really amazed by how many people have reached out and tried to help us, giving us any connections that we can in addressing this issue. So we, as a group, have all worked together. We're from Georgia, Alabama, and North Carolina. We worked to get the attention of our local congressmen and senators. So it does seem that we've got Georgia Senator Perdue's attention. His office is aware of the issue and working on it. All 4 of our universities and presidents of the universities have come together because we have 2 UGA health promotion students here as well. So that, UGA, South Alabama, Augusta, and Lenoir-Rhyne are representing our group. They've all come together willing to do whatever it can to get a plan to get us out of here. The problem we're having right now is that we need the U.S. government ultimately to step in and allow the Peruvian government to let American flights in. So, ultimately it's going to come down to President Trump or Secretary of State Pompeo addressing the issue. We are encouraged that Mike Pompeo addressed the issue on the news the other night. He acknowledged that we've heard Peru students stuck, or students from America stuck in Peru. So, we're working really hard to just get the attention. We reached out to so many news outlet sources. Right now, I think it's a timeline thing. We haven't had a ton of response and information from the U.S. Embassy here in Peru, which has been frustrating. I know my classmates on Monday went with their bags packed to the U.S. Embassy in Cusco, hoping for answers, and found a sign taped to the door that basically they were closed. So this looks like, Noreen's joined us as well from Cusco.
Hey,
there's
guys.
my classmate.
Hey, everybody here.
Hi, how are y'all?
CB, you're gonna have to hold it so then you can angle it. Good, how are you?
Good. Y'all hanging in there?
We're trying.
Yeah, Natalie was filling me in on kind of what y'all have tried and what maybe can be done to help you guys.
Thank you, Nat.
Right. Yeah, I was, giving Savannah the rundown on our situation. She was just asking me, what can she do to help? I was saying how we've had great outreach from all our universities and, our separate states working really hard to address the issue. Like I was telling her right now, the main thing is we just need the federal government's help. It's going to take President Trump or Secretary of State Mike Pompeo working with the Peruvian government to allow flights to come in. We've seen other countries getting flights in, so it's not the issue that the borders are not giving any slack. Israel and Mexico have got flights in to get their citizens home, and we hear people are working hard on our end. It's just right now a waiting game to get definite answers.
Okay, so has Peru given you any indication of when they may lift things, or no? It wasn't like for a set period or anything?
Right now, we've been told it's March 31st is the end of the deadline, but even then, getting flights after March 31st has been a challenge right now. A lot of airlines are still canceling flights even through the end of April.
Okay.
Which is not encouraging.
Yeah. Okay. God, I had another question and it went out of my brain. Okay. So y'all have tried reaching out to people. I'll help try to spread the word and post this and everything else that we can. We need flights essentially to get you out of there. But how are y'all doing in Cusco? Y'all have what you need, or?
So far, we've been okay. We're really blessed with the place that we're staying at is safe, and we have water and food. Yesterday, we did try to go to the grocery store. There's 2 that are walking distance, and one of them, on the way back, we were stopped at a checkpoint, and we were told that we couldn't return to that one, that we're only limited to 1 grocery store now. But hopefully, from yesterday, that other grocery store was still stocked, so we're hoping it stays stocked and doesn't give us any issues in the future.
Okay. What is the coronavirus status in Peru? Because, Georgia, it's growing every day, and so.
As of yesterday, there were 254 cases of coronavirus in Peru. I can check and see what the most up-to-date numbers are.
Okay.
And obviously the concern is that, there's so many Americans and other citizens stuck here, a lot of elderly people I've met through my travels in the last couple days. And Peru is not equipped like the United States medically to handle this if things were to get worse. I think that's why they did take such drastic efforts to shut down their borders before numbers really increased. But at the end of the day, you know, if things do get worse here, we as American citizens are much safer in our country having access to those medical resources than we are here, which is really why we're adamant to get home as soon as we can.
Yeah, I
we're
totally
definitely
understand.
like in support of the Peruvian government doing what they see fit to protect their people, you know, especially us being in the healthcare field. Like, we really support them and whatever it takes to protect the Peruvian people. But at the same time, we would obviously feel more comfortable back in our, you know, home if anything was to happen in a familiar healthcare setting without a language barrier or anything of that sort. So we're just trying really hard to get home. And again, like, you know, the quarantine started off with the Peruvian government stating that it'll only last for 2 weeks, but you know, who's to say it's not going to be extended like it has been in other countries and other places as well. And so that's the main concern, is that, you know, if it goes on for more than 2 weeks and we don't have all the resources and the things we need to be able to stay here for longer than that.
Okay, well, definitely keep me updated on all of that, and we'll try to get the word out and get people to keep sharing and gain in contact with whoever they know, and hopefully try to get y'all back to Georgia. It's not super fun here either right now, but I think totally get you. I'd rather be in my own house here than somewhere else.
And I
Yeah,
just want to make a correction that
Yeah.
as of yesterday, there are 234 cases
As
of
of yesterday.
coronavirus in Peru.
Okay, so
And we
some
can
there.
some news articles, Savannah. I know together their group and myself have been working to get things in the media. So
Yeah,
definitely
send
share
me-
those and helping
yeah.
spread the word.
Send me any links and stuff you have for sure. Hold on one
Yeah.
second.
Thank you.